Hi, so my name is Kavir Shaker, and my major video project presentation is on computer engineering. So computer engineering is obviously in the College of Engineering, and a good description of this major would be learning the basics of computer science and the basics of engineering, and transposing it into the essentials of computer hardware development, more likely specializing in circuits, processors, and sensors. So basically, this major teaches you how to build computers for virtually anything. You could create a chip for a motherboard of a drone or create a faster processor in a desktop computer. Possibilities are endless. So this department also brags that by your junior year, you will know how to build your own computer from scratch. And I don't mean buying whatever accessories off the internet and assembling it using a guide. This major actually teaches you how to use resources to create it from scratch. So in your junior year, one class you will take is ECE 301, which is Signals and Systems. And in this class, you will learn the difference between a signal and a system. Along with that, you also learn how to discern discrete and continuous time signals and systems. So in addition to that class, you will also take ECE 337, which is ASIC Design Laboratory. And in this class, you will be introduced to the standard cell design of VLSI digital circuits using a hardware descriptive language called VHDL, or VHSIC hardware description language. You can expect to study heavy electrical theory and programming in this major choice. In this major, since it's all engineering, a lot of math will be used. You will need math up to MA 265 or linear algebra, basically up to 3 years of math. For science, it's a little bit different. You will take 2 university core science classes, but on top of that, you take another science class. Technically, the ECE classes are more science-based, but they fall under the College of Engineering. So if you enjoy the electrical portion of physics, like circuits, circuit design, all that stuff, you'll like this class and major a lot. Foreign language is not required through any level, as I think with every single other engineering major. However, it can be taken as a free elective if you would choose to. On that topic, this class doesn't give that much choice when it comes to taking free electives. You're given 6 free elective credit hours, which is not actually enough to get a minor in. So you have to get 15 credit hours in order to get a minor, and that obviously is 9 short. But when it comes to class, there are a lot of labs, which is something I very much like a lot. You're given a lot of hands-on experience in building electronics yourself, which is very helpful since that's what you're going to be doing basically the rest of your life. And one thing an undecided student would definitely want to think about before they go into this major is whether they like more hands-on experience and more doing things in person rather than sitting in a classroom and studying theory, studying how to do it, rather than doing it, like actually doing it. And when it comes to codoing into the major, and actually in any major in the College of Engineering, you first have to codo into first year engineering and then complete a year of that. So after that, you move into the major you want, guaranteeing that you have the GPA you need and all those requirements. So to codo into first year engineering, you have to have at least a C- in 3 required classes. The first of which has to be a math class, and there's a required list on Blackboard. The second class is a science class, and the third class is basically almost a free elective class. So you can take Com 114 English, you can take Engineering 131, which is what I'm in right now, and basically it's kind of like an extra class on top of your top 2, and you have to have a collective GPA of over 3.2 in those to be guaranteed to codo in. And along with that, you also have to attend at least 1 codo meeting, which is not bad at all. So once you get all those down, you have to fill out an application, and you get it signed by your advisor. You have to go and submit it before December 9th. So one interesting thing about the major for computer engineering is that if you do not do a codo into first year engineering, you can actually directly transfer into the major of computer engineering. Granted that you have I think it was an A and at least, no, sorry, it was above a C minus in both your first class, which was math, and your second class, which was science. But this is not a guarantee, and it's a lot less official than just codoing into first year engineering. So students who graduate from computer engineering usually land jobs in computer companies such as Intel, HP, Dell, and industries that use computer-based systems, such as telecommunications, automotive, aerospace, and so on. Any single company that has something to do with computers will hire computer engineers. So you don't necessarily go and you don't work for a company that only specializes in building computers, although the majority of them tend to work for them. So that's that. Job titles that you can land are network and computer system admins, software developers, and computer hardware engineers and developers. So the reason that this major is what it is that you're basically fixing any problems that you could find with a computer while also enhancing and improving anything that can be improved. So a computer engineer is basically, it's not just building circuits and building hardware, but you also have a software side as well, which discerns it from computer science. With this major, you basically are learning not only, how do I say this, hardware-based stuff, but you also actually learn, which is something I learned when I was going through this, but you actually learn how to create hardware for specific operating systems, not just in general. And I don't mean like Apple, like OS X and Windows and all that stuff. But yeah, computer engineering is a major that I definitely want to pursue.